Hey, what's going up, Bull Runner? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you guys here today. You are a genius for being here. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, when it comes to the markets, it's a red day. We're taking a look here. If you guys remember, we've been talking about this for quite some time. April 1st, our indicator Market Liberator A on the daily time frame gave us this short indicator that was potentially coming, and it just continued to fight and fight and fight and fight until 3 days ago it started to give way. And today we are just at the position that this indicator says is the potential stopping point here. So that is going to be interesting to see what happens. It was 43 cents, 0.43680. It is extremely close to that. So right here we have the XRP sell signal getting to the bottom there. Hopefully that's good news for us and we spring back to the upside. We have some amazing news in today's video as well. We'll get into the charts at the end of this video way more in detail, find out as much as we possibly can. But first, we have some important news. Today, we're going to kick off the video with John Deaton talking about the SEC versus Ripple case and how important this actually is. I know a lot of us out here, the Bull Runners Club, you watching XRP Army, are like, what the F, bro? Finish this case. But the points that he makes right here is very, very relevant and very, very smart coming from his behalf. And hey, speaking of the Bull Runners Club, you can actually join us here at the Bull Runners Club. You can click the link down in the description. You can make money with us in our affiliate marketing program. We pay you every single week. Check that out. As a bonus, at the end of this video, I'm going to have a 2-minute video explaining how it all works. But let's see what John Deaton has to say here.
This decision gets bigger and bigger. So I just want you to think about those of you out there who are thinking about this. Why hasn't she ruled yet? What I doubt very seriously that Judge Torres has ever felt the pressure that she's feeling right now. Ripple is sending, hey, Judge, look what the judge in Voyager said. Look what the Judge Gorsuch at the Supreme Court said about fair notice. All of these things are happening after. She's getting more information. Look at the SEC's conduct. Look at Binance. Look at the CFTC. All of this stuff is happening in the background where you got guys like me saying the regulatory clarity is going to come from her. You got the library decision. You don't think she's aware of all this? So this decision is as big of a decision that this judge has ever faced. Think about it. What other decision is as big as this decision when it comes to global trade and finance in modern history? I've said before that this case is the most significant non-fraud SEC enforcement action since 1946. So that kind of pressure, personally, I don't blame Judge Torres for being very careful of how she words this decision because A, it goes against Ripple. She knows it's going up to a conservative court. And if it's for Ripple, she has to justify it and all those things. So just be patient. We're almost at the end. Everybody have a great night. See you next week.
All right, so let me know down in the comments section right here, right now, do you think that Ripple wins versus SEC? So let me know down in the comments section, type WIN if you think it's going to win. If you think it's going to lose, type LOSE down in the comment section. Let me know if they're going to win or they're going to lose. Now, I did want to show you two different things that he just pointed out, which are very important. Number one, if they do lose, so for all of you guys that are down in the comments writing that they're going to lose and they are right and they do lose and you are right and Ripple loses, well, as he said there, it will then be escalated up to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court currently, if we want to talk right, left, conservative, liberal, whatever, is conservative as they say, right? We don't even know what's conservative and what's liberal anymore in any of this politics. As I said, there's only one party, and the one party is the uni party, and it's them versus us, the normal people, in my personal opinion. So when it gets kicked up to the Supreme Court, why is that a good thing for us? Well, that's because the Supreme Court, 5 of the last 6 Supreme Court cases that dealt with this type of scenario, the SEC lost. So that is really positive. The other hand, what he says is as you guys type down there in the comment section, win. If Ripple wins this case, which XRP Army, we're praying, right? But if they win, she has to justify specifically with actual facts in the actual decision of why Ripple won. So there's a lot going on. This is why she's obviously very, very nervous. And that is also why Total Monkey, as we've been following along with, was on day 12 making Judge Annalisa Torres' hair slightly bigger for XRP holders until she reaches some sort of decision. And I just absolutely love these because they're crazy hilarious. And I love the fact that, so this is Annalisa Torres, by the way, her gavel getting significantly larger also, her hair obviously getting bigger. But the funny thing is her hair, the people that are in her hair are also, their hair is starting to get significantly bigger too, which is really, really funny. So in these high stakes times, it is nice to have something to laugh about, in my personal opinion. And next up, we have from Digital Asset Investor here. It says here, boy, these people have no shame to interview Jay Clayton, who's the former head of the SEC before Gary Gensler's criminal ass got in there. But Jay Clayton, as if he's some innocent bystander observing crypto from afar. He ran the freaking agency for years and helped create the regulatory uncertainty that crypto is in to this day here in the United States, because they're talking about how the EU just passed, which I'll show you this video here in a second. He says here, shame on you, Squawk CNBC, the people there. Journalism is only alive in social media now, meaning on Twitter and other socials, because this is where you find the truth. This is why I tell you guys, if you're not on crypto Twitter, you need to be. And by the way, if you are heading over to crypto Twitter, make sure you give me a follow at Real Win with Ryan. Just search for Win with Ryan. We got the Bull Runners NFT as my profile picture as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at this video. And this is the man right here. So let's go ahead and listen to what they have to say.
And then finally, crypto. Okay. Why is there not some actual rules and regulations and some bright lines about what we're doing? Will we ever get there, or are we just going to keep punting the ball?
It was very interesting what happened in Europe, where Europe has said, we are going to try to figure out how to take crypto, which crypto is, we use it to describe products. It's actually a technology, right, because it covers a wide spectrum of products. Europe just said, we're going to try to figure out how to bring crypto technology into our financial regulatory system in a less bumpy way. Right now, what we've decided to do is keep it out of the traditional financial system. Yeah. That's clearly the policy, and work it out with the courts. The courts are not an efficient place to resolve classification issues around securities, commodities, and the like.
And therefore,
right now, we're not in a spot where what I would say is the technology is going to come into the traditional financial system in any kind of smooth way. That's what we should focus on. I think French Hill, you had French Hill on the other day. He is trying to push forward with it. Okay. I do agree. Look, I do agree with Gary that security covers a very wide swath.
Is Ethereum a security? He got in big trouble. Pardon me? Is Ethereum a security? He got in big trouble not answering that in front of me.
Andrew and I did a thing years ago. Can I take 30 seconds? Okay. Yeah. Things can go from being a security to not a security. A play. Let's say we all want to put on a production here on Broadway. We go to people and we say, you know what? Give us $1,000. We'll give you 100 tickets. They may not come to market for a couple of years. At that point, those 100 tickets, they're definitely securities. People are taking those tickets, hoping that we're going to be very successful, put on a play, and instead of it being worth $10, they're worth $100 or even $1,000. Let's say we do that. Play does beautifully. 5-7 years later, you go to the box office and you buy a ticket. It's just a ticket. So you can
right now it is a security.
Pardon?
Right now these things are securities.
They are, but they can change to not be. So on Ether, I don't know all of the facts, but it has many more hallmarks of just being a ticket than it does of being a means to raise money.
So did you get any clarity from that? So it's so funny, right? He says Ethereum, oh yes, yeah, these things, cryptos, they are securities. But one day they may not be securities because they're not worth anything anymore. That's essentially what he's saying. So absolute confusion. Again, he was the one that kicked it off, right? But also part of ETHgate. So at the end there, he goes, but ETH probably not. Crypto's probably securities. ETH, nah. ETH's not a security. ETH is ETH because he's probably got a big ass bag of ETH.
Security. And I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website. Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security. And I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website.
So here's a great retweet or a comment down below. Funny he uses tickets as the example because the guy padded his own wallet in 2018 through 20 based on Hinman's golden ticket. And in other important crypto news around the world, just in, Tornado Cash developer Alexei Pestrov to be released pending trial court rules. And of course, shouldn't have been arrested in the first place. SBF was still playing laugh out loud. Meanwhile, he's in jail. Also, breaking news today, Coinbase integration to launch world's first Bitcoin real estate market. How cool is that? So now you're going to be able to buy homes. And we've talked about this pretty much a lot because of the fact that I'm a real estate agent here in Southern California. And I bring these things up because it's relevant to me in my real life personally and crypto in general. But it's really exciting where now you'll be able to buy and sell homes with Bitcoin. Also, just in, first ever U.S. nuclear powered Bitcoin mining plant announces full deployment of miners, which this is interesting because they just shut down some nuclear power here in the U.S. in different areas, but yet they're powering it up to run Bitcoin. Very interesting there. And then, of course, we have this one also from Digital Asset Investor. Place your bets. Who is more likely to sit on a wallet like this, regardless of price, for over 10 years? An individual or the government with a plan? And I personally believe that this is the type of stuff that the government is behind. But check it out. A dormant address containing 1,128 Bitcoin, $31 million USD has just been activated after 10 years. And some of you may be wondering, well, what does that matter if a wallet is activated? Well, the reason that that is important is because if a wallet is activated, they can send this Bitcoin for sale, right? If it's dormant, if the wallet is just sitting there doing nothing, it's sleeping, then it's not in the position to sell anything. But here they can send it to an exchange, they can sell it OTC, whatever the case may be. But that is a scary sign. And as you're seeing, we've been pointing out a lot of these dormant wallet address. Big whale sends money to this exchange, et cetera, over the last few weeks. And now you can see what's happening in the market. Also here, using previous ruling by Judge Torres, attorneys John Deaton and James Phelan have speculated in the past that a ruling in the Ripple case could come no later than the end of April. Bullish or bearish for XRP? Let me know that. Also, quickly over here, trending right now, we have ETHgate trending. MetaMask, Baby Pepe, UCLA. Let's go look at MetaMask real quick and see what's going on with this one. Curious to see if using MetaMask for years will return a nice payday. More reasons to have been playing with micro caps. And so what's going on is people are speculating that MetaMask, and they've said they're going to do this, but they're speculating that the coin is going to be dropped, which in that case, you will be airdropped if you've been buying and selling with MetaMask. It says this page is a placeholder for the eventual MetaMask token. And this is new that just popped up here, by the way, which Consents CEO Joe Lubin and Jacob, MetaMask ops lead, have confirmed. There are no further details at the moment. Beware of fake phishing sites and check official MetaMask resources for further updates. And the reason that this is important, or let's go finish this off, market data is untracked. This project is featured as an untracked listing. For more details on their listing tiers, refer to listings review criteria, okay? And why is this important? Because this is not just some random post over on MetaMask. The reason this is important is here we are on coinmarketcap.com. At the search bar, we're going to type in MetaMask, and look at that, guys. MetaMask, the coin. It's going to be called Mask. That is coming here soon. So that's exciting. If you bought and sold any micro caps in the past, bought and sold NFTs, depending on the amount, the volume, you could be getting dropped MetaMask token soon. Now that's just speculation. We may not even get airdropped any token, but they've said that. They've whispered that that's coming. So very exciting. Just wanted to point that out to you guys. So ETHgate's trending, MetaMask trending, Blinken, that's more Let's see what's going on here. ETHgate, MetaMask, UCLA, Elon, $8. So Elon has been going around and paying. There's been a lot of I guess you'd call them celebrities, like the big wigs that think that they own everything, they deserve everything for free. The people that are super rich already, they're all pissed off because they lost their blue check marks, and Elon is kind of helping some of the crybabies. He's personally paying their $8, which is funny. Sell in May and walk away. That's a statement for crypto and stocks, they say, but maybe not crypto. Maybe we're just getting a small pullback for the launch to the upside, but we'll check those charts here in just a minute. And then after we go over the charts, we'll show you how you can make money with us here at the Bull Runners Club every single week. But yeah, so let's see what else. Bone token is in there. Ethereum, Blinken, Epstein. So what's really crazy, when I first logged in here on the homepage, the very first most craziest trending thing that was like the most prominent, the number one spot was treason. So something crazy is going down over in the political world. So feel free to go check that out on your own. But that is what we got. Let's go to the charts. As I said, we've been saying this for days and days and days, that this short signal was playing out. And again, not financial advice. This is, if you're going to make any trades, this is with a demo account, fun, fake money. But the indication came back, and then it had a massive pullback, but the stop loss was all the way up here on it, never actually hit it, but it has been going down. Yesterday, it had, or 2 days ago, it had hit the safe short take profit, which was down here 47 cents. Now we're getting very, very close to this level. I do want to warn you guys, there is a signal on something that I follow very, very closely that says if Bitcoin, so look at this is Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin on the weekly chart here, Bitcoin had this really nice long call on Bitcoin. So this one signaled back here at 20,000, and it had a take profit of 25,000. Obviously, we kept on surging. You know where we surged to, guys? Oh my gosh, look at where we surged to. Our 12-hour magic white line, right? So for those of you guys, it did peak above there, grab some liquidity above there, but that 12-hour magic white line was where I said we were going to finish on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I still have high hopes for XRP getting there. I mean, I guess we peaked earlier than Bitcoin and Ethereum on this 12-hour potential scenario here. But yes, we did. I mean, I was hoping we would double tap that there. I guess not. I guess that's single hit. Bitcoin only hit it once. Ethereum only hit it like once, twice. Yeah, just twice, once, twice there, or at least close enough, right? So in my opinion, and for those of you guys who are watching, that was one thing that I got worried about, because look what we did. We went through, so here's the 1 hour, right? 1 hour was all the way down here. Look at the magic white line. It just touched the 1 hour magic white line. But anyway, it had broken above it, right? So we knew that it was above it. So we were like, okay, well, what's the next highest one? We went to the 4 hour magic white line. Well, it had already broken above there. And then we were like, okay, well, what's next? We did the daily. And the daily 4 hour magic, or the daily magic white line, was down here. So they were like all missing, right? So we were like, well, what are we missing? The only one we were missing was the 12 hour. That was on Ethereum. That was on all of them. So on XRP, for example, the 12 hour is there. We look at the daily. The daily was there. We had already passed it. So I was like, well, shoot, we may be turning around here. But we started clicking on more time frames, and the 12 hour one was the one that was just missing, but it has now hit. It just tapped off the 2 hour magic white line on XRP. Where's the 1 hour? It already dropped below there. Where's the 4 hour? The 4 hours right there below it at 42 cents. So hopefully we get a bounce off of the 4 hour magic white line. I mean, currently it's riding and tapping on the 2 hour white line. So anyway, I just love this magic white line as far as where things could be going next. If you would like to find out more about it, you can reach out to me on Twitter at The Real Win with Ryan. I can get you in touch with the system that uses that. All right. So where are we going next? That's the real question, right? So let's clear everything off. Moving averages, everything's clear. And we had all of our lines that we were paying close attention to. We're going to remove all of that. So first and foremost, what do? We do our 35, 45, 25. So let's go 0.25 cents. Could we be returning to 25 cents? We can also go to 0.35. Oh, that's 4. Yeah, 4.5 is good. We'll use that. And then we also need now 0.35. And then these are the key levels. So as you can see right now, we are on that 45 cent level. So let's go ahead and let's go to daily and we'll look where we at. We have broke. Now, this doesn't mean we're going to officially complete the drop here, right? So this could have been just a retest. And what I've been really harping on is the fact that we may be getting back to the fair value gap here. And that fair value gap, which I've talked at extensive lengths, 39 cents, right? That's the center line of that. The bottom of that is 39 cents as well. There's even one down here at 36 cents. So are we going to be coming back and filling those? It's possible. What is really bothersome, though, is that there is one down here at 25 cents. Now, I love it. My favorite thing in the comments section is, great, I hope it crashes to 25 cents so I can buy more. Hey, I like the positive outlook there. Personally, I would prefer crypto to continue climbing. Now, when we take a look at Ethereum as well, look at where the next fair value gap is here, guys. All the way back down at 1,500-ish, right? Look at this. 1472 is the bottom, 1480. Can I show you something that some of you guys understand? Some of you guys think that it's not real. But let's go look at David Schwartz. Okay, so David Schwartz, one of my favorite followers or follows on what the stuff he posts. I've got to show you something here because remember, I thought he told us 58 cents was the top. And then I also just recently saw him post something right here. Sometimes scam attempts are just insulting. And this came out. When did he post this? He posted this on April 18th. And I want you guys to pay attention to this because it may or may not be something, but he posts cryptic messages that come to life all the time. Okay. Sometimes scams attempts are just insulting. This was posted on April 18th. And then if we take a look here, this was actually, whether this is real or whatever, this is a fake PayPal number, by the way. If you call 1-860-499, they try to extract information from you. So be very, very careful because I actually just had a phishing attempt from PayPal. They tried to do this to me, but not that much money. It was like $9.99 or something. But regardless, just wanting to let you guys know what we have here is a number, $14.99. Okay, so $14.99. What price could that that doesn't consider anything to do with Ethereum, or sorry, dang it. It doesn't have anything to do with Bitcoin or XRP. It does have to do with Ethereum. Okay. So $14.99, just keep that in mind. And he posted that. So where is $14.99? So let's go here. Let's put this on here, change the settings to $14.99 and hit OK. And look at where that is. So is he telling us where price is returning to for Ethereum? And the only reason why I asked that to you, because you guys are all real smart and that's why you're here. You guys are geniuses. Okay. So we take a look here at XRP. And let's take a look at this fair value gap. It's from way back here on May 7th. The number here is 0.58632 ish, right? So price got very close to filling that whole gap. It actually got to the 50% level of it. Not exactly the 50% level. That's why you still see the white line there. But we take a look up here. It's 0.5869, 0.587, 0.587. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's where the tippity top of this most recent local top for XRP is. Okay, so keep that in mind, 0.587. Now we scroll back in history here under David Schwartz after that post. He also posted this one, 589, right? So it was super close to this 589. It's 58 cents, 549, 539, 51. It's obviously below these now, but look which one's different. 589, okay? 589. Oh my gosh, look at this one too, guys. You just have to go read through this, okay? I thought I didn't have anything personally on FTX, but apparently I had about $2,500 worth of cryptos on there. Pop over here to Ethereum. All right. Well, I won't go there, but I was going to say, oh my gosh, how close to 2,500, but look at, there's a fair value gap right there. Right. So maybe we're not done. Maybe we do have another surge. Maybe this is just a pullback. Like I said, it's been a significant, massive pullback. We did notice that all of those wallets are coming to life, Bitcoin, Ethereum addresses. But anyway, back to David Schwartz. We won't look into, because thank God that one I did not use as a signal, right? Because you would have been holding and holding still, and it's dropping and dropping. So anyway, we continue to scroll through, but the main post, the one that I had heard stuff about this before from him, that he throws random stuff out there, and then it usually has to do with pricing. But here's an example of the kind of thing I should never, ever tweet. And it is from March 28th on the check, okay? $589,000 for this basketball game. It was a thing, but March 28th, keep that date in mind, because also this is on March 24th. Now, if we go to XRP, and then we're on the daily, and we go to March 28th. March 28th, right here, March 28th. Now, there's actually the next day, the 29th, that it got to that tippity top before our fall. But for those of you guys watching this, and you're sleuths, you're one of those detective style people, help me help each other follow David Schwartz. So anyway, we do have this here. Let's go ahead and turn on the Market Liberator back again. All right, so Market Liberator, the indicator itself. Oh, that's harmonics. We don't want that one right now. We want Market Liberator. It's right here. So we're almost there. Is the pain over, guys? Are we going to be stopping at 43.86 cents and then boom, back to the upside? Well, here's another thing we can do. Let's check the Fibonacci. So let's go weekly. And then let's go from this most recent swing low on the Fib. Most recent swing low was here. Let's go to here, and we'll take a look at where that price is. And it's getting to the 618. The golden ratio, right? So it's kind of there. It's very, very close. So again, 786, guys. So the 786, which is usually like the full amount of a pullback before the next launch to the upside, the 786 looks where it gets us, right to the bottom of the fair value gap. So could we just see a simple return to here to pick up more orders because the people that got left behind, boom, to the upside? That's possible. If we take a look at it on Bitcoin here, let's see if we do the most recent swing low. Swing lows here to the swing highs here. Where could Bitcoin be coming back to? It's also got a fair value gap. The 7.0 line is back down here at 23,000. The 786 is at 22,000. So those are interesting numbers. Let's go to the 4 hour. Actually, who cares on the Bitcoin? Let's get rid of the fair value gap. Let's take a look at XRP, Heikinashi, 4 hour time zones. I got to get rid of everything on the screen so we're clean. And let's find out where we're going. So as we expand here to where we're at, this is a supply and demand zone. This is a supply and demand zone. And some could argue these are as well, but these are the bottoms before and up, bottoms before and up. If for some reason we lose all of those, then we could return back to this range here. Okay, so let's see where price is now versus where these supply and demand zones are. So as you can see right now, we are at the bottom of this. We've even poked on through. So we will go ahead, and that one's now no longer valid. So we have to go to the lower one than that one, which will be this one here. Okay. And then we go to present time, and you can see it hit exactly at the bottom before retracing. So this could be really good news. This is a potential finish, right? So it might be done. The drop could be over, and we could be making a move to the next side. If we lose this area, now we go back to Japanese candlesticks. If we lose this area, then we could see a return into this range, 41 to 42 cents. And then if we lose that range, we could even be coming back down to 37 cents like we talked about. Okay. And there's a fair value down there on the daily of